Hello, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode on Beyond Board podcast. Today we have juicy topic today. My name is Onya Div, your girl, as usual. And with me in the studio is the man with
Two English names. But first of all, let me address something first of all. When you said juicy, something entered my head.
You need God.
Modaro.
You need the Holy Spirit to clean your mind.
No.
Your mind needs cleansing at this point.
My dear, see, if any man tells you that he does not have that kind of mind, there's another thing to that kind of man that will not have that kind of mind. But when you said that juicy,
Please,
juicy.
tell our viewers, introduce yourself.
All right, guys, I'm still that guy with two English names, like you all know now. Just two. David, Richard. I'm here with you guys.
Okay, so today we have on our topic, why as Nigerians, let's not just talk about Nigerians.
Let's just
as
make it Africans.
in general.
Why do we generally?
Why do we
Everywhere.
find it difficult to show affection publicly? Why is it a struggle? Why? Why is it, I don't know. I mean, in the Western world, when you watch on TV or maybe if you've had the opportunity to travel, you see them,
like me that have traveled to the United States of Kaduna.
They kiss their partner in public. They hold hands. They do all these things together. Why is it so very difficult for we Africans? Why? The man with two English names.
Two English names. Don't forget
Only
that.
you.
Don't forget that English. That English is very, very important. I really do not know why we as Africans tend to curb, or should I say hide our emotions when we're outside. Like the way we feel, we want to express what's it called? Inner self. Maybe either to our siblings or to someone we love. I really do not know. Take it from I don't know, because I don't know if it should I say exposure. I don't know. I really cannot perceive.
I think I would.
Because someone like me that has traveled to
Republic of what? Congo?
No, not Republic. I'm not trying to use Republic. Okay, I'm trying to use Haba. Why are you now using Republic? It now look like as if it's only Congo that I've gone to.
My apologies. My apologies.
Please, let me land. For people like us that have traveled to the Istanbul part of Kaduna.
I even gave you hype safe. Imagine me hyping this man. And he just KD.
Don't mind me, actually. I don't really know. I really cannot perceive why we can't express our feelings in public.
I think I'll come from the cultural aspect, how we're raised. In our society, we were taught growing up that you have to be very reserved. You have to act a certain way, so people don't take advantage of you. And our culture does not permit certain kind of things, certain kind of unruly behavior. And how our mothers will tell you as a teenager, or maybe you're 13 or 14, you're not supposed to have a boyfriend. You're not supposed to do this because you get pregnant. And when you get pregnant, that's it, they will kill you. All those kind of things. I think it all stems from how we're raised, our culture and all of that. And then maybe religion too. I know that in the northern part of Nigeria, they have Hisba. Is it Hisba? I don't know if I'm correct, but it kind of curtail how you dress, how you act as a lady, even as a man too. Because I've seen in videos, in on social media, right? Actually, when those they are Hisban police, Hisba police, cutting guys' hair and all of that. So really, I think religion and the culture. The culture in our society kind of limits how we display our affections publicly. And that has kind of hindered us, like that the free will to express ourselves, to just do what we see on TV, like what the Western people do, the Western world, what they do on TV, kiss their spouse, hold hands and do all of that. I think that has kind of limited us, kind of knowing how we were raised, knowing, hearing your mom's voice in the background telling you, Don't do that.
I'm
don't
telling you,
don't
that kind
do
of
that.
annoying voice
You're
at the
not
back of your
supposed
head.
to.
When you want to
Don't
kiss,
go
you now be
there.
like,
Don't go there. Those kind of things. Really, I would say it's the religion and the culture. If you ask me. Yeah.
but wait, though, why is it that? Me, I like asking questions a lot. Why is it that when I want to do something bad, let me not just say bad, something that would flow, like would keep my relationship burning and all of that, there's this voice. I don't know. I cannot say if it sounds like my mother's voice or if it sounds like my father's voice. But I don't know why that voice is always there. Come, Richard, David, that guy with 2 English names. Come, be careful. Know your background, know where you are coming from. But all these things are not supposed to be. Like, we should be able to express our feelings, express the way we feel outside.
Honestly, I beg to differ, really. Because I feel like all those things kind of is our African culture. It's what makes us Africans. And that's why you see certain habits, certain things you would term unacceptable.
But why must those things
not
limit
happening in our
us?
culture because of how we're raised, because we just have it at the back of our heads that, see, you have to have sense. This thing you want to do does not make sense, so cut it out. I feel like it's good for us, but even though now, because of modernization and the fact that everybody's trying to imbibe Western culture, they try to practice what they see on TV. They see how white people kiss themselves, hold hands, and all of that. And then you can see that now in our society, a lot of people are imbibing that. Even me too. Oh, yeah. I like the PDA, the public display. Show me that I belong to you. Hold my hands.
Public display action.
Hold my hands, but I don't know if I would kiss you in public.
I will hold your head. I will hold your head.
That one I'm not
Me, I will hold your head.
sure.
I'll grab it. In fact, I'll grab.
But hey, hold my hands. I mean, put your hands around me. Just show that we're together.
I feel this showing this love and affection to ourselves outside. It's kind of like it brings spice into the relationship. To me, that's what I feel. Yeah, to me, that's what I feel. Like, it spices up my relationship with my spouse or with someone I'm with. Going out, holding hands, kissing outside. I am not a good person when it comes to doing all these things outside. I am raw. I will grab your bum in the public. I'm that kind of person. I will catch it and hold it in the public. Let them see that, yes, I am proud of what I'm working with.
But don't you think that even if we want to show PDA in the public, there should be like a limit to it?
Yeah, there should be a limit to it.
I wouldn't want, because you want to show that you are very, very,
you're not going to be slapping
very,
my bum.
very, I don't know, very open, professing your love in public. You come and start spanking my butt in the public. Don't do that. I will slap your face.
I can stylishly do it. I can just
do that.
I can just hold the waist, like from holding. I can just take my hand down. Just take my hand down there, bring it back up. It's not something that I would want to hide. Like, I want to be proud of what I'm working with, your body. Like, and if it's someone that catches the public's attention, man.
I mean, when I was still in the world that year, because now I've given my life to Christ, in case you don't know.
Still in the world.
I know I'm no longer in the world. Please, I'm now a new
back
creature
to the world, though,
in Christ Jesus. Anyway, so when I was still in the world, when I go to parties, there was one particular incident that happened. I guess they were couples anyway. I mean, there had to be for the way they behaved that day. So they were coming out from the lounge. I don't know why. Maybe because she was drunk or something. The guy just bent the girl over. Like, he bent her over and then it started hitting her from... I'm like, no, that's crazy. It's not like they were actually making out or something. No, like, he just bent her over and then she was laughing. Oh my God, I felt so embarrassed. I felt so that was unnecessary. That was too extreme. Like, I don't get it. Even if they were married. I don't think they were because I didn't see rings on their fingers. But I mean, even if they were married,
But does ring really
doing that-
matter? Most people get married these days and they
Because you
don't
don't
put
wanna-
on ring.
because you don't
Most
want
people get married with Bibles. Most people
ah.
get married using their rings, and at the end of the day, like
Okay, but even if they were married, I don't think that was actually appropriate at that time.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
that
Even if
time,
they are
at the
married,
place,
even if they are not married,
Nah,
it's
it was
inappropriate
too
because
much.
that's kind of like you're putting a picture out there that
You don't
you
have
can do,
respect
and you
for
don't have
her.
respect for the woman.
Yeah.
Like you can do anything you want to with this lady anywhere,
And
anytime,
you go scot
any
free.
day you want to.
I think
I
I think for me it was the fact that she was laughing. I mean, she was very excited. Obviously, she had enjoyed the action. She condoled it for some reason. I don't know why, but she was happy. But I mean, if I were to be her, honestly, I'll be so embarrassed.
I can actually play
I'll
with.
be so embarrassed. Don't do that. Don't do that
I
with
can
me.
play with my spouse outside, but not to
Mm-mm.
that extreme. We can laugh, we can talk, we can joke. I can carry you, I can lift you up, raise you, like all those things.
Yeah.
But going that way too extreme, no, that's too much.
But would you
That's
kiss
too
your
much.
spouse in public?
Hell yeah, I would proudly.
Yeah, me too.
I
Definitely.
would. Like I will do
I
it.
will definitely kiss my spouse in public. Like
But,
I'll kiss my spouse.
but no.
But hey, it depends. It depends. You know, on the place, the time. It depends. Because you cannot go and start kissing your spouse in front of the president. Or can you? Can
What
you?
the
like in a
Forgive me
serious
and using the F
in a
word,
serious
but-
conference. Like everybody's talking about politics, talking about what is happening in Nigeria, and then you're busy kissing your spouse. Can you do that?
if I haven't seen my spouse for a long time,
Like French kiss or not peck.
if I haven't seen my spouse for a long time,
You will kiss your
and
spouse
I'm
in
in
front
a
of the
conference,
president. In front
and my spouse
of
happens
the
to walk
president.
in, I will stand up. Damn that person.
French kiss.
Yes, I would do that.
I don't think so. You know, it's easy
Because
to
my
talk.
dear, at the end of the day, yeah, the president, the people around you at that point in time would pick a lesson from you. They might deem it to seem insultive, but they will pick a praise. That's why I said I would love to live my life, and I would train my children to live the Western lifestyle.
No, I don't think I would do that in front of the president,
will.
especially if I'm there for a particular reason. If I'm there to, move emotion that will
Let me
shape
paint
my
a scenario
world.
for you. Let me
Move
paint a scenario.
emotion. Excuse me, like
Let me
move
paint a
emotion
scenario
that
for
would
you.
change. That would change my world. I don't think kissing my spouse would be my priority at that time. I don't care how long I've seen him or how long we've seen each other, but I know that I'm there for a reason, especially if I know that it's going to bring me some bag. Hey, I'm going to respect the president, first of all. And secondly, know why I'm there. Know why I'm there. Because you have to have a vision in this
Okay,
life.
let me paint a scenario for you.
If you don't have a vision in this life, then you can do anything and behave anyhow. But if you have a vision, if you have a target, if you have a direction, you know how to place certain things, and know how to behave.
Okay, so
know how
right now
to
you're
pursue
dating,
your goals.
You're dating a military man that has been in the battlefield.
That's different.
Hold on, no, let me finish. Let me land. That has been in a battlefield for, let's say, 10 to 12 years. You haven't set your eyes on him, and he walks into a conference where you're having a meeting, an important meeting with the president, and you've not seen him for how long, and this person has been in a battlefield, bullets flying round, the situation of the country, bullets flying round, what's it called, bombs hitting here and there, and he keeps calling to let you know, or let's say you haven't heard from him for like 3 years coming, and all of a sudden he walks in, salutes the president, and you see your spouse that you haven't seen for like 12 years, haven't heard from for like 3 years. What would be your mood at that point in time? You're going to hold yourself, or you're going to express your feelings?
Of course, see, I feel like that situation is different. It's different, but it depends. I don't think my spouse will come in when I'm having a meeting with the president and he knows I'm having a meeting, that he cannot wait, for I mean, at least after the meeting to come inside to come and do whatever.
My dear.
See, you have to
Leaving the battlefield at first. Leaving the battlefield at first. There's one thing that runs through your spouse's mind.
Richard, hold on.
The first thing that goes through his mind is you.
You don't know who you're talking about, the president of the Federal Republic. You're not talking about president of a Muslim association or Christian association. You're talking about the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
If the president was to be in these shoes, he would do the same thing.
Let me tell you, first of all, a military man, he owes allegiance to the presidency.
Like I said, he walks in, he salutes.
He will not even dare do that.
That's why I love the Western world. That's why I love the Western world.
He will not do that.
The Western world, they will give permission to that guy to walk into that conference. He will express his feelings.
He needs permission because he cannot disrespect the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yes, most definitely they're going to give him the permission.
I will tell you, baby, I love you, but you know I'm here. I can't be kissing you and be hugging you. No, I can't do that. Of course, I might hug him, but not kiss him and be doing all. No, I can't.
If it's me, I'm gonna do it. Let's say my wife has been away for like God knows how long. Let's say 6-7 years. Let's just say she happens to be a forces personnel. And I haven't seen her for like how many years? And all of a sudden, I'm having an important meeting. Let me not just even use the president of the Federal Republic because that's way too extreme. Let me use the boss of my company. And she walks in. I haven't heard or seen her I haven't heard from her for like 2 years due to the situation of where she was deployed to. I haven't seen her for like 7 years. And she walks into my office at a board meeting. Man, believe me this, I'll stand up, walk straight to her and give her the most exciting welcome. My dear, you're painting a picture to those who cannot appreciate their spouse in public.
Yeah.
Because your boss might be, wow, this guy has the guts to do this.
Oh, he might be. Please start typing his sack letter because
my boss cannot sack me because of that. My boss cannot sack me because of that. He's no longer a member of this.
Look at you.
If you want to sack me for showing my affection in public,
at the end of the day, right, you still have to take permission.
I'm not tarnishing your image here. I'm not tarnishing the company's image here.
You have to take permission.
It's actually my image.
Before you do that, before you walk out of a boardroom meeting, especially if the meeting is about closing a multi-billion-dollar deal, and maybe you're the chief presenter, or maybe you're the one presenting leading, and then because your spouse just walks in. First of all, your spouse does not even respect you because he or she's supposed to know that chasing the bag is very important, and the time, the place is very important.
My dear, it's not all about the bag.
Your spouse walks in, and you leave the presenting that you're doing to go and start hugging your spouse, start kissing your spouse in front of your boss. Let me tell you, that is very disrespectful.
Okay, first of all, if I am the one closing the deal, and my spouse walks in, first of all, I'll be dumbfounded. Yes, I'll be short of words, first of all. And it's a very simple thing. In every presentation, I might not be the only person. That's why I said I love the Western world. I might not be the only person that knows the whole full orientation of the presentation. I can just be like, please, at this moment, I would love to call the next person to close it up.
Exactly.
Right in front of them there. I won't even take her out. I will kiss her there. Do you know if that action alone, that courage alone can help you seal that deal?
No, I feel like it's dicey, really. It's actually dicey.
Most companies will be like, wow, I love the guts of this person. Because of this, I'm going to give you this contract.
You need the permission of your bosses at the end of the day, because if it's a boardroom meeting and, you guys are closing deals that are very important, I don't think you'll just walk out of the boardroom like that just because your spouse, walked in. Maybe, yeah, it's actually... should I say you lack courtesy if you just walk out like that. But
You
if you
cannot
take,
just
if you
stand up
take
and walk
permission,
out now.
so
You are, most
now,
definitely
now
there'll be
you're
a permission.
now you're painting a different scenario as opposed to what you said initially. That
No,
you just
there'll
walk
be
out.
a permission.
Exactly.
Like I said, when I
Exactly.
mentioned I'm not like trying to paint a different scenario. Like when I mentioned about the military man, I said salutes the president. Now
No, I'm
that
talking about your-
salutation,
you know, you
hold
now
on.
said
Now that salutation has given the president an instant
that okay, you can go and kiss your spouse in front of me and hug her.
no, he already has taken the floor of, because already the whole attention will pull to him. He already has taken the floor of, Mr. President, I'm back. I served my country and I'm here. Then I would stand up. If I am not saying anything at that moment, I would stand up and walk up to my spouse.
Well, I pray I don't.
If I am the one closing the deal and I see my spouse walks in, I most definitely will take permission.
Well, I pray I don't find myself in that kind of situation where I would just, stand up, walk out from a presentation that is going to bring in millions of dollars into my company. I pray I don't find myself in that situation where I would have to leave a boardroom, to go and hug my spouse when I'm supposed to be closing a multi-billion-dollar deal for my company.
Is it all about the bag?
My dear, first of all, it's not about, of course, it's not about the bag, but priorities. My spouse knows that I love him to death. Of course, he knows. He should know because I'm married to him. I won't marry you in the first place if I don't love you. But priorities at that time, that's not the right place and time for me to start showing him that I love him.
But that's actually a public display of your affection.
When I'm supposed to be closing a multi-billion-dollar, my dear, you go wait though. Let me collect the money first.
My dear,
you see the money is very important. Let me collect that money first, and then we can display all we want to.
I would say
till
maybe
the
it's
night
because
fades away, if you like. But please,
I feel maybe
let me
it's
collect the
because
money.
we are Africans. That's why we're saying this way, closing the deal and not leaving. If we're to be in a Western world, trust me, that act of courage will get you a deal and a lot more. That act of courage. That's why most things, most contracts, I wouldn't say, because I cannot talk for the Western world, but based on movies I've watched, most contracts are being won or are being given to a company out of courage, out of what they display at that point in time.
From movies that you saw, right?
Yeah, from according to what I said, from movies that I've seen. And most of the things the Western world acts, some of the things the Western world do act are based on documentaries, based on real life matters.
All the time.
And
some of them, they are fiction, somebody's imagination, what they would want to happen. That's what they say, fiction, non-fiction.
Yeah, that's why I said this
is born out
based
of
on
people's imagination.
Most times when I watch movies, I check to see if these are documentaries, if it's a drama, if it's a science fiction, if it's an action movie, if it's an action drama, crime, all of those things I do check to see what I'm actually looking at.
It's different.
And I do read the story
before
I watch. But if it's a documentary, I know I've watched some documentaries which I can't really recall their names, on how a guy, that was why I painted the picture of using a military man. This was actually a documented movie. I
feel like it's different here. If the situation is different, let's assume that it's an emergency and you're in a boardroom meeting, and they call you out to come and attend to that emergency, then it's different. I think I would understand if I even leave, like just walk out without even taking permission, because it's emergency. Family comes first at the end of the day. The whole reason why I'm working hard is because I want to protect my family. I want to provide for my family, to be there. So yeah, I think in that kind of situation, it will be understandable if I walk out from a boardroom meeting, a presentation, no matter how much is involved, because I know that it's a family emergency. Yeah. But for me to just walk out from a boardroom meeting because I want to kiss my spouse or I want to hug my spouse,
it's been a long time you saw the person.
It's been a long time. Well, I love you as my spouse, as my husband. I love you, but you have to understand that just give me 1 minute, 2 minutes, let me round up, and then I'll come give you all the love, all the attention you need. You have to understand that. For you to be my spouse, you just have to understand that.
For me,
You have to.
I still stand on the fact that if I'm to see my spouse, yeah, if it's something I will see often every day, it's a normal thing. Please just wait for me, give me some minutes out. But someone I haven't seen for a very long time, trust me, I can't wait. I can't. Nah, I can't wait. I'll just have to take that permission. But right in that boat, we won't take a step except you come to the door and you be like, I'm here. And I take an excuse to meet you outside. But if you walk in, that's why I use that instance of I use the documentary of the military man. Let's say you walk in and you're standing right there. Trust me. See, this thing called feelings is something that if it's too much in you, it explodes. And when it explodes, you don't know how it happens. Like in 2 seconds, you're doing something you haven't even expected yourself or imagined yourself doing. You just go out, you do it. Like it's not something that you have to define that, okay, when I see this person or if this person comes, I would have to take excuse.
It's feelings quite all right.
My feelings and go there.
But you have to have sense while doing it.
My
you
dear,
can't because
yes.
You love somebody so much, and then you're talking about something that will upgrade your life. Like upgrade your life to another level. You know, you now want to damn the consequence because you want to go and hug your spouse for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Well, I'm sorry, I beg to differ. Like, if you're my spouse, you should understand. You should understand that, guy, I am cashing out at this point. I need to cash out. That's the whole aim of being your help meet. That's what the Bible says. Your help meet. Like, I want to help you, ease out the burdens in the house, the load that you're carrying on your shoulders. Like, just be there for you as your spouse. You should give me at least a minute to round up my meeting or my presentation, and they can't give you all the love. I mean, even if we have to stay up all night, but just that 1 minute, I don't think it's going to kill anything or it's going to reduce the affection or the love I have for you. I don't think so, really. And then it's not different if we're working in the park or something and you want to kiss me. Baby, kiss me. Kiss me. I love you. I want you to kiss me.
Okay, so you would rather have him show you the affection at the park
when we're together,
showing you the affection, than showing you the affection, or you showing him the affection immediately seeing him after a long time?
I don't know if there's any difference. It depends on the situation. If I've not seen him after a long time and he just walks into the house, I'm alone, of course. Or maybe he walks.
Not like into the house. Like, let's say
he walks into my office.
Yeah.
Or right now, he just walks in as I'm presenting right now. Of course, I'm like, guys, hold on. I'll go and hug my spouse. But hold on. Not when I am presenting something that will fetch me cool money. Baby, you go wait. You go wait. You see this wait, you must wait. For that like 1 minute, 2 minutes, you will wait. You will wait. And then if we're walking in the park, it's different. Babe, it's different.
In the park,
pull me to your side. Pull me to your side.
The park, it's a natural thing. It's something that happens.
Hug me.
In this scenario right now, because people do pass through this a lot. I know of someone that hasn't seen her husband for over 10 years and they're married. The guy is based abroad and they're married. Let's say she's actually working. Let's say he comes back and she's in a meeting. And all of a sudden, the whole office knows that, yes, this person has a husband that has been abroad for 10 years. But colleagues in the office actually contribute to this affection thing. I'm sorry, that's why I keep using the Western world. If it was to be in the Western world, and I'm to be in a boardroom. Okay. If it's to be in the Western world and I'm to be in a boardroom and my spouse walks in and I haven't seen her for like a very long time, like 5, 6 years, 10 years per se, and she walks in, I would first of all get that note that first of all, the security let her in because the security already knows that she's my spouse and she has been outside for like 10 years. Secondly, the secretary at the door, or should I say the security at the door, would have already known that yes, this person happens to be my spouse that has been away for 10 years and wants to surprise me of he or she being around.
How would
My
they know?
dear,
How would they know?
my dear,
How would they know? Will you go and
you
start
talk to
announcing that my
colleagues.
spouse? No, no,
You
no,
talk to
no.
colleagues. You
Me-
show them pictures.
Well, like how in my mindset, right? I feel like you should not diverge your personal life, with your work life. I think there should be a demarcation. If you ask me, yes, we're work colleagues, but will I want to come and start telling you things that are happening in my life, things that are happening in my personal life, so you judge me based on that? No, hell no, I won't tell you. I won't tell you. If my spouse that I've not seen for 10 years working here, of course it's different. I will actually take permission and I will take permission. But if I'm presenting something that will fetch me cool money, baby, I am out.
You're always on this money side.
I have to emphasize on this thing so you will know that if it's multi-billion-dollar deal
Uncle,
that I am presenting, and then you're telling me that because I've not seen you for 100 years, you're now working. In fact, why have I not seen you for 100 years? Where did you go to like that? Where did you go to like that?
You've heard
Anyways,
Uncle, you've heard it. I'll not say it again. But me, I'm just closing this with I feel we Africans, we should be able to express our feelings regardless of where we are at a point in time. We should go out there, explore the feelings. If you haven't seen your spouse for a long time, please feel free to express your feelings, how you feel while seeing the person again. So, like I said, just express yourself. I don't know if my co-host has something to give to the house on that aspect. So
yeah, like what Mr. Richard has said, really express yourself. But guy, if you're expressing yourself, have sense. Have sense. Know that when you're presenting or doing something that will fetch you money, it doesn't have to be billion of dollars, but is a make or break in your career. I think your spouse should understand, and just give you that extra time to round up with whatever you're doing, and then you go all out and kiss them, hug them, do whatever you want to do. Or you can't, of course, do that in the presence of the president. You can't do that. That's disrespectful. I mean, it all depends on you as an individual. But for me, nah. He will wait. He'll wait for me to finish, and then I'll go and kiss him and hug him. But if we're walking in the park, it's different. Hug me, kiss me, do whatever, and is welcome. All right, guys, we've said it all. We cannot say it all, but we've actually come to the end of this podcast on showing your affections in public. Please, we love you guys for the comments, the contributions, the like, the subscriptions, the topics to look at and review. We love you guys. Yes, please, on our YouTube channel at Beyond Bold, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't just subscribe. Click the notification button. Yeah. So you can be aware when you post something interesting. And also follow us on all social media platforms at Beyond Bold Podcast. And also, you can send us topics you want us to treat and reviews. Discuss with us, talk with us, send us messages. We would love to have you in the house. Yeah. You can also reach us on our website at www.beyondboldpodcast.com. Until next time, I'm still that guy with 2 English names, David Richard. And I am your girl, Dave in the house. See you guys next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.